we're gonna try and do different tomorrow to set us apart?
Obviously we have our base stuff. We run a lot of counter.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever TV Trojans podcast. The seniors tried it last year, but we're going all out.
Starting out, we have a whole lineup of segments to try out, with this being the first technical episode. And the first off is new news.
New news. New news this week. It is homecoming week. The spirit days are as follows. Monday was Cowboy Gear. Tuesday was Hawaiian Day. Wednesday was Dynamic Duo. Thursday is PJ Day. And tomorrow is Purple and Gold. We have our homecoming game tomorrow at 7 o'clock, tailgate at 4, and parade at 3. Last night we had the Powder Puff game, and it was a pretty solid game. I believe at half it was tied 12-12 between the juniors and seniors, and then we ended up ending the game in double overtime with 32-32. First time in school history, I believe, that there's ever been a tie between the juniors and seniors. So that was fun.
All right, next up, we have our sports segment. First off, we have our football team that is currently 6-0. They just came off a win last Friday against Francis Howell, 34-27. They have a game against Forsamont West tomorrow night at Troy Buchanan, 7 p.m. Make sure to be there, be loud, and show up for your Troy Buchanan Trojans.
Show up, show out, be loud, or go sit with your mom.
We have our softball team is currently 19-5. They just came off a win against Forsamont West 2-1, and their next game is going to be against Lafayette on the 14th at 4:30 at Troy Buchanan High School. Next up, we have our boys soccer team. They are currently 5-10. They just came off a loss against North Point. They lost 0-1, and the next game is today against Forsamont North at Troy Buchanan High School at 5:30 p.m. And finally, we have our volleyball team. They're currently 6-15. They just came off a loss against Francis Howell, and their senior night is actually tonight against Holt at 5 p.m. at Troy Buchanan High School.
Come out, show your support for our seniors. New events coming up. We have homecoming Saturday night from 7 to 10 p.m. Now introducing our special guest for this week, Mr. Fletcher Mullins.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So, how do you think last week with how do you feel about that win?
I feel really great about it. I think it's great for the school and our team. Obviously, don't have a great record against those guys all the time, but we definitely showed up last week when we needed to, and it was preceded by a great week of practice and weights. I definitely think we deserved that win. I think we've prepared for that win, and we went out and we got the job. We executed.
Yeah, much needed win. I remember I was in the student section. I remember it's like one of the last drives of the game, and you ran over trying to hype us up, and it worked.
Yeah, it did. You saw our defense obviously got that big stop after, offense went down, scored, defense comes out, huge stop. We're all backed by a great student section.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys coming out. The community really showed out, especially the last couple of weeks, and I have no doubt it's going to be the same this week.
Yeah, the more support we can get, the better.
So next up, we're going to talk about this upcoming week, with it being HOCA week.
It's a big week, especially for people in Missouri, because kind of in Missouri, but it's very important to us. Get another big game for the outright part of the conference championship. We obviously really want to get that. Don't want to share anything. West is a good team. They've got good players, good schemes. They came pretty close to Hal, didn't get there, but again, like I said, I think we deserve it. I like our guys against anybody, and
with Carter Dow and those guys.
Carter Dow, Hunter Humphrey, JT, our offensive line, and don't even get started on defense. We got still our defensive line talent rolling out there. Our secondary is just as good. There's no gaps on our team, and absolutely.
Definitely one of the most solid teams we've seen, especially in these last 4 years that I've been in high school.
I definitely think we're more complete than we have been in the past, and no disrespect to those guys, they got us to this point. They started the tradition, but obviously we want to carry it out and just be I mean, we obviously do a lot of comparing to them. Like, we're like, oh, well, how do we stack up against these guys? And honestly, again, I take our guys over any day.
Yeah. Last night we had the Powder Puff game, and I believe you were coaching the seniors for that. Have any thoughts on how the game went?
Obviously not the outcome we wanted, taking a tie against the juniors. Unfortunately, it was called due to light reasons. We didn't have any light. It's something out of our control. But for the things that we could control, like so personally, I'm the offensive coordinator with Trower, and I thought we played well. I thought offense executed well. Went down, scored the ball quite a couple times. Not a lot of turnovers. Juniors had some good athletes, not bad players. Unfortunately, they did run the ball pretty well against us. Defense got some stops. Offense scored. Everything. It didn't matter, and it was a fun experience.
Yeah,
The girls had fun.
A fun experience.
Yeah, I'm sure the girls had fun.
All right, so how do you think with the 6-0 historic season that we've had so far, how do you think personally and as a team how the season has gone so far?
I thought it's gone really well. Obviously, to me, it's not a surprise because we've been working at it. We were at weights the Monday after the Rockbridge game, and obviously, so that just for us, that just shows how committed we've been to just getting better and waking up and doing the right stuff. We've all been there, and it doesn't surprise me, but yet at the same time, I'm so proud of our guys for going out there and competing every week. Like we got a couple hard games where we've had to really fight and we've had to come from behind, and especially play some tough opponents. And it's really showed off. I'm really proud still all the way, and I'm glad we could give it back to the community.
Yeah, speaking of the Rockbridge game last year, how do you think we're going to do in playoffs this year?
Oh, I could see us going very far. Obviously I'm a little biased, but I think I think we are a lot better than last year. Rockbridge had our number last year, and they're doing a lot of talking this year. But this year's not last year, and I feel like this is a completely new team with a completely new mindset.
Yeah.
And the record helps because it just shows out that people know who Troy are now, and that we're gonna go out there and compete with anybody in the state.
Yeah, it's a 6-0 team this year, hoping to get 7-0 tomorrow night. What do you think we're gonna try and do different tomorrow to set us apart?
Obviously, we have our base stuff. We run a lot of counter. Everybody knows that. Obviously, we know West has good players, but obviously, we also think that they don't stack up with us. West they're good, but schematically, I don't think they have players to compete with us. I think our 11 is better than their 11, and I think that every week, but game plan wise, you have great game plan put in. Coach Bell, Coach Burke put in a great game plan. We're just ready to roll.
Awesome. Well, Fletch, thank you for your time, and hope to see a Trojan win tomorrow night.
Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate it.
Thank you to our True Buchanan High School sponsors.
And thanks, Fletch, for making an appearance on the podcast.
Thank you, Kyla, our cameraman.
Peace.
Peace.